And for those uninitiated, could you explain what constellations are?
Sure. So a constellation is simply a mapping process that helps reveal the hidden dynamics of a situation. So it helps people get some understanding of what's going on below the radar screen of their conscious awareness. And so it's often used best, I think, in situations when there are recurring and intractable problems, where resource has been thrown and skill and attention and care has been thrown at cracking the nut of a problem over time, but the problem keeps recurring or won't go away, or goes away for a while and comes back. So those sorts of recurring deep-seated problems are perfect for the kind of work that constellators offer, because you need to understand something that isn't so obvious. Practically, what happens in a constellation? There are different ways of doing it, but the original form would take place in a workshop. I would have, as a facilitator, a brief conversation, say with you or whoever had an issue that they wanted to explore. That conversation would help me identify the key elements of the system, the organization system, the family system, the social system that you were exploring. And I would invite you to look around the group in the workshop and intuitively invite people to represent the different parts of your problem. So if it's a family constellation, you might invite somebody in the group to represent your father, somebody else, your mother, somebody else, the family culture. So you can constellate any number of concrete or abstract elements, and these people would stand. It's not a role play. All they do is stand and feel into their embodied experience. And so what you have as an issue holder, Cleona, is this fly-on-the-wall perspective of the way that you hold the issue together in your mind, projected out into the workshop. As a facilitator, I'd go around and ask each of the representatives what their experience is, and very often it's bizarre because somebody moves and their experience changes. After that investigation, I draw on a body of theory, which we can talk about later, to suggest movements and sentences, and there comes this magical point in the process, which usually takes about an hour, where you feel things relax. And at that point, I might turn back to my client and say, what are you seeing that's differently now? So a constellation is a mapping process that shows hidden dynamics and helps clients get a broader and fuller and often more healing perspective on something that's been troubling them. It's difficult work to describe. As you said, you have to experience it. This is embodied systemic practice.